Session 35 of Unit 3 of Taxation of 5th semester BBA. In this session, we shall see the computation of income of partners from the firm taxable under Section 28 in the hands of the partners, and also computation of total income and tax liability of partners. So this problem was asked in November 2016 for 20 marks. Profit and loss account of X company, a partnership firm where XYZ, which satisfies all conditions of section 184 and 40B. So there are three partners here, and as this partnership firm satisfies the condition of section 184, we need to find the book profit. From the book profit, we have to deduct the remuneration to working partners and then arrive at business income. So this is the profit and loss account given, and other information is given. Here Z is not a working partner, so X and Y are working partner. Now we need to first compute book profit and business income. So first we are taking the net profit as per the profit and loss account. Add disallowed items like remuneration to partners is disallowed, income tax is disallowed, interest on capital above 12% is disallowed, municipal tax which is related to the house property, other expenses which is not connected to the business. So all these items are disallowed. Then less GST for 2018-19. This is in the adjustment. Less incomes to be treated separately, which are not connected to the business. Rent of house property, interest on debentures. These are deducted and we arrive at book profit. Now from the book profit, we are deducting remuneration to working partners, and here we will see the least of the following, that is actual remuneration or statutory limit. Actual remuneration we consider only to the working partners, that is salary, commission and bonus. Statutory limit is, so 2,32,171 is the book profit. On this amount at the rate of 90% or 1,50,000, whichever is more. So it comes to 2,08,954. Now among actual remuneration and statutory limit, whichever is less is considered. So 2,08,954 is deducted from book profit and we arrive at business income. Now next step is to find the total income of the firm. Computation of total income. First we will do the calculation related to income from house property. So after this we will take business income, and then is income from other sources, that is interest on debentures. If we add this together, we will get the gross total income. If there are no deductions, then this gross total income itself will become the total income. So in this question, they have just asked you to compute the total income, and the total income is rounded up to 36,940. This question came in November 2017. XYZ are equal partners in a firm, X being a non-working partner. So Y and Z are working partners, and the profit and loss account is given here. So net profit 45,000 is the first item that will be taken into consideration, and here the adjustments are given. You need to take it into account. So first we are computing the business income. While computing the business income, also book profit is found out. So first is net profit as per profit and loss account, 45,000. Add disallowed items. So donation is not connected to business. Reserve for bad debts which are not allowed. Interest on capital above 12%. Commission is not allowed. Salaries to partners. Furniture which is not connected to the business. Then bonus also not connected to the business. Then we have to deduct bad debts which were recovered, which were disallowed earlier, and bank interest which belongs to other sources. So if we deduct, we will arrive at book profit. Now book profit is 1,79,500. So less working partners remuneration. Here we have actual remuneration, that is salary to working partners, bonus and commission. So X is non-working partner in this case. Actual remuneration comes to 44,000, or statutory limit 90% of 1,79,500 or 1,50,000. So 90% is more, it is 1,61,550. Now 44,000 or 1,61,550, 44,000 is less, therefore we get the business income 1,35,500. Now next is computation of total income. So in this problem there is no house property, so business income, then other sources, that is bank interest, we get the gross total income less deduction under section 80G, NDF, it is 100% deduction, full amount. If you deduct a deduction from gross total income, we get the total income. On total income, tax is computed at the rate of 30%, and on 40,050, health and education cess at the rate of 4% is computed, comes to 1,602. So the actual tax payable is 41,652. From the total income, let us deduct the tax liability. So we get distributable income, that is 91,848, which is allocated to the partners. So share of partners, the partners share equally, therefore there are three partners. 91,848 divided by 3 comes to 30,616, which is exempt under section 10 subsection 2A. Now next we shall compute income of partners from the firm. One is interest on capital at the rate of 12%. We need to compute this. Working partners remuneration, salary, commission and bonus only to the working partner, that is Y and Z. So if you add together, we get the income of partners which is taxable. This is the amount. Now the same problem, if the situation is, if the firm does not fulfill the conditions of section 184, in this case, we have to first compute the business income. We don't have to find the book profit. We are directly finding the business income and then find the total income and then charge the tax. So here net profit is taken as per profit and loss account, add inadmissible items which are not connected to business, donations, reserve for bad debts, interest on capital, entire amount is taken, remuneration to partners, salary, bonus to partners, sundry expenses which are not connected to business. Then we are deducting bank interest, bad debts which are allowed, donation to trade association. So hereby we directly arrive at business income. No finding of book profit. Then we shall compute the total income. The same procedure, business income, other sources, gross total income, deduct deductions, then arrive at total income. Now the calculation of each partner's share in the firm, income tax at the rate of 30%, then health and education cess. So we get 70,824. So 70,824, which is rounded up to 70,820. Now distributable income from 2,27,000, 70,820, which is the tax liability. If you deduct, it comes to 1,56,180, which is divided equally among the three partners, and this is exempt under section 10 subsection 2A. So partners share 52,060 is exemptable from tax. These are the references related to the taxation subject.